When life knocks you down so hard that even breathing feels like a burden, remember this: the universe is not pushing you to break. It is pushing you to rise into a version of yourself you haven't met yet. I know it's difficult to believe when everything inside you feels empty, when the people you trusted walked away, when your dreams seem to have slipped through your fingers like sand. But hopelessness is not the end of your story. It is the tunnel before the dawn, the silence before a new chapter begins. You are not failing. You are being prepared. You are not stuck. You are being redirected. And sometimes the universe closes every door because you were never meant to choose any of them. You were meant to build your own. The power inside you is far greater than any challenge outside you. And when you finally realize that, you will stop begging life to be easier and start demanding yourself to be stronger. There were times when even the world's greatest achievers were told they were worthless. Times when they didn't know if tomorrow would bring food or another disappointment. But they kept moving because something in them whispered, "Not yet." Your story isn't done yet. That whisper exists in you too. It may be faint, buried under fear, fatigue, and pain, but it's there, waiting for you to acknowledge it. You might think you're alone, but the universe is listening to every thought you send out, responding to your energy, even when your words remain silent. If your mind repeatedly sends out thoughts of "I can't," "I'm finished," "I'm not enough," the universe echoes those vibrations. But the moment you shift, even slightly, toward hope, toward possibility, toward the idea that maybe, just maybe, life isn't over, everything around you begins to rearrange itself in ways you cannot yet see. Your thoughts are not just thoughts. They are blueprints. They build the reality you walk into tomorrow. I want you to understand something powerful. Most people give up not because life is impossible, but because they underestimate the time it takes for their inner transformation to catch up with their outer goals. The universe is not a vending machine. You don't insert one effort and instantly receive success. Sometimes your reward is delayed because your character is still being built. Sometimes the results are postponed because the version of you who deserves the success is still in progress. So if life feels heavy right now, if your heart feels tired, don't assume that means you are losing. Often, the heaviest storms bring the most fertile soil. Often, the hardest seasons carve the deepest wisdom. And often, the moments that bring you to your knees are the same moments that teach you how to stand taller than ever before. You may not believe in miracles right now, but you must believe in your ability to become one. The universe responds to courage, even broken courage. It responds to people who say, "I don't know how I'll make it, but I will." It responds to tiny steps, shaky decisions, even whispered prayers. You don't need to feel powerful to be powerful. You just need to keep moving every day you wake up. Even when you feel hopeless, you are proving that your spirit is stronger than your pain. And once you realize this, once you understand that you've already survived your worst days and you're still here, something inside you will ignite. A quiet fire, a new awareness that life is not happening to you, it is happening for you. And even the losses, the heartbreaks, the disappointments are shaping you into someone capable of far more than you imagine. You might not see your future clearly yet, and that's okay. Light doesn't appear at the end of the tunnel. It appears when you take the next step. The universe doesn't ask for perfection. It asks for willingness. You don't need to know the whole path. You just need to trust the next inch. Hope is not the absence of struggle. Hope is choosing to believe that there is something worth fighting for, even when everything around you tries to convince you otherwise. And I am telling you now, there is something worth fighting for you. Your life, your future, the person you are becoming. When the world has pushed you so far into darkness that you can't even remember what light feels like, your mind begins to play tricks on you. It tells you that nothing will ever change, that this pain is permanent, that your dreams have expired. But the truth is, the darkest moments in life are often the gateway to a version of you that the old you could never imagine. You are not meant to stay broken. You're not meant to stay hidden. You are meant to rise, not perfectly, not fearlessly, but consistently. And sometimes, the universe strips away everything you thought you needed so you can finally see what you were truly made of. What feels like punishment is often preparation. What feels like rejection is often redirection. What feels like the end is often the moment just before your breakthrough. Every thought you think carries a frequency, and that frequency communicates with the world around you. This is why two people can live the same day but experience completely different realities. You attract not what you want, but what you believe. If you constantly believe that life hates you, that nothing good will ever happen, that hope is pointless, you send out vibrations that reinforce that belief. But the moment, even for a second, you say, maybe there's more for me, you open a crack in the wall. And that crack is enough for light to enter. Manifestation is not about wishing for magic. It's about aligning your inner world so powerfully that the outer world has no choice but to shift in your favor. It's about understanding that your mind is a magnet and your emotions are the energy that powers it. When you speak to the universe with conviction, the universe reorganizes itself to meet you where you stand. I need you to stop thinking that your story is over just because this chapter hurts. Every powerful story has a moment where everything falls apart. Every hero has a scene where they lose everything they thought defined them. The pain you feel is not the end, it is the middle. And the middle is always messy. The middle is where people quit, where doubt screams louder than dreams, where fear convinces you that starting over is the same as failing. But the middle is also where transformation happens. It's where you learn how strong you are when strength is no longer optional. It's where you learn that hope is not something life gives you, it's something you create, one breath at a time. Do not underestimate the power of small steps. People think breakthroughs happen in a moment, but breakthroughs happen in the 1,000 moments before the moment. They happen in the nights where you cry but still choose to wake up the next morning. They happen in the days where you feel empty but still try one more time. They happen in the quiet decisions no one sees, the internal battles no one understands, the determination you show when no one is watching. These invisible victories shape the reality you will soon walk into. The universe responds to your effort, your intention, your persistence. Even when you feel hopeless, each tiny action is a seed planted. And seeds do not grow the day they are planted. They grow in silence before anyone sees the first leaf. You may not feel like you are moving, but trust me, you are. The storm you're facing is clearing the path. The pain you're carrying is strengthening your soul. The confusion you feel is rerouting your destiny. One day you will look back and realize this moment, the one you thought would break you, was the moment that rebuilt you. It was the moment you decided to stand up even while shaking, to move forward even without clarity, to believe again even when your faith felt fragile. And that decision alone will shift your entire future. There comes a point in every person's life when the noise of fear gets so loud that it drowns out every other sound. You start believing the lies your mind whispers, that you're too late, too broken, too far behind, too unlucky, too damaged to ever rise again. But these thoughts are not truth. They're echoes of your wounds, not reflections of your potential. The universe isn't testing whether you deserve a better life. It's testing whether you're ready to step into one. Sometimes the door to your next chapter will only open once you've proven that you won't give up at the threshold. And standing there, trembling, uncertain, exhausted, is still progress. Those moments where you think nothing is happening are often the ones where everything is changing inside you. There is a silent power inside you that you've barely tapped into. It's the power that wakes you up after nights of crying. It's the power that pushes you to keep hoping even when hope feels foolish. It's the power that whispers not yet when life screams give up. That power is your spirit, and it is unbreakable. The world can shake it, life can test it, people can wound it, but nothing can destroy it unless you hand over the key. And you won't, because deep down, even if you deny it, you know you're meant for more than what you're living right now. The dreams that visit you, the visions that come out of nowhere, the sudden bursts of inspiration, that's not imagination. That's your future calling you. That's the universe showing you a preview of what's already aligned for you if you dare to walk toward it. I want you to realize something. Your thoughts are conversations with the universe long before your words ever reach your lips. When you think, the universe listens. When you believe, the universe responds. And when you dare to expect something better, the world around you starts rearranging itself quietly, piece by piece, opportunity by opportunity. You might not see the changes immediately, but the energy shifts the moment you shift. That's why protecting your mind becomes the most important part of rebuilding your hope. If you let fear dominate your inner world, fear will dominate your outer world. But if you feed even the smallest flame of hope, hope will begin to grow into a fire powerful enough to light your entire path. You are not too late. You are not too old. You are not too behind. These are illusions created by comparing your journey to others who were never meant to walk your path. Life doesn't reward speed. It rewards alignment. And the moment your mind, your heart, and your purpose align, even slightly, you will be shocked at how quickly things change. It will feel like the universe was waiting for you to say one simple thing: I'm ready. Not perfect, not fearless, just ready. Ready to try again. Ready to believe again. Ready to trust that maybe you weren't abandoned. Maybe you were being prepared. It's okay if no one believes in you right now. It's okay if people think you're done. It's okay if you feel invisible, forgotten, or underestimated. Because the most powerful comebacks always begin in silence. Always begin alone. Always begin in the shadows. The universe does its greatest work in the dark. Seeds grow in darkness. Stars are born in darkness, and so are you. Your darkness is not your end. It is your beginning. You are not losing hope. You are rediscovering it. And the moment you begin to rediscover it, something extraordinary happens. Your energy shifts, your posture changes, your decisions become bolder, and life starts reflecting that new power back to you. You'll notice small signs at first: an unexpected opportunity, a new idea, a person who appears at the perfect time, a moment of clarity that feels like it came from nowhere. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations. They are the universe's way of saying, I've been waiting for you to step back into your own light. The world responds the instant you stop fighting your circumstances and start focusing on who you're becoming through them. Your struggles are not obstacles, they are teachers. They are shaping your intuition, sharpening your judgment, strengthening your resilience, and preparing you for the life you asked for. But you must understand one thing clearly. The universe will never deliver a blessing to the version of you who isn't ready to carry it. That's why the journey feels long. That's why the delays happen. That's why some doors close, even when you were sure they were meant for you. What feels like a setback now is simply misalignment being corrected. You might think your life is falling apart, but what's really happening is that everything that cannot go with you to the next level is being stripped away. People who don't support your future fall off. Habits that drain you collapse. Environments that shrink you suddenly feel uncomfortable. This is transformation. This is evolution. You are outgrowing your old life, even if the process feels painful. There is a version of you that you haven't met yet. Stronger, wiser, clearer, more confident, more connected to purpose. And that version of you is calling your name. Every time you feel restless, every time you feel like you're meant for more, every time you can't shake the sense that your life is bigger than your current situation. That's your future self trying to communicate with you. Some call it intuition, some call it destiny, but it is real. It is telepathy between who you are and who you're becoming. And when you follow that inner signal, even imperfectly, you begin to move in the direction of your highest potential. You don't need to fix everything today. You don't need to understand the full path. You only need to take the next brave step, because bravery in small doses becomes transformation in large waves. And once you begin aligning your thoughts with where you want to go, your emotions will follow, your habits will adjust, your environment will shift, and life will begin opening doors you once thought were impossible. You will realize that hope isn't something you wait for. It's something you activate. It's a decision, a declaration, a choice to believe that the universe is not done with you yet. And trust me, it isn't. Your greatest moments are still ahead. Your best relationships, your strongest breakthroughs, your most powerful victories, they are all waiting for the version of you who refuses to quit on life even when life feels heavy. You are closer than you think, stronger than you feel, and more guided than you realize. The universe has not abandoned you for a single second. It has been preparing a path that only you can walk, a purpose only you can fulfill, a future only you can claim. Stand up again, breathe again, believe again. Your story is far from over.